Hello, my name is Martin Freiwald and I'm the creator of Traffic Creator. Very nice. But today we will review Spark Traffic, and I built my website Traffic Creator. I'm a competitor of Spark Traffic because I really don't like Spark Traffic. I think they are scammers. So let's check why I have that opinion and why I created my own service to make it better. So Traffic Creator Spark Traffic is since 2015 online. They're really on the market for a long time. I think even since 2009. I think this is actually wrong. They are very long term. So they give you 2,000 free visits, which you can't control. And if you click on a button, also you create automatically an account, which is not really nice. The support is terrible because once you pay, they don't care. Till you pay, they're gonna be very informative. But once you have paid your money, and you come into issues, they will not reply, or they will say it's your fault. Usually it's always your fault. Out of my own experience, I used Spark Traffic for 5 years. When I had issues, they always blamed myself instead of the software. As you can see, all those, what the clients say, this is all fake, because there is no way on Spark Traffic to submit such reviews. This is all fake. So let's come to the pricing. The pricing is very competitive. We at Spark Traffic Creator, we have problems to keep up with the pricing, to be honest, because this is really cheap. What they offer, let me go to the actual pricing. What they have is because they do offer massive discounts, like 40 up to 66%, which is absolutely insane. And then they also offer double credits once a month, which is quite nice if you get double the credits for what you paid for. However, it's kind of inconsistent if you rely on it, and if you miss the double credits event, then you pretty much pay double, which is not nice at all. So yeah, we don't do this. Traffic Creator, if you go with Spark Traffic, I always recommend to go with the expert version, because it does give you the most features, it does give you the best quality of the traffic, and just like the features you actually need to make your product stand out. However, if you use economy traffic because you don't have the money to pay, or you just need just bulk traffic, you don't care about how the quality is, it's really a good option, since it does give you really great discounts, especially if you subscribe and take the double bonus once a month. So instead of here, like for example, you get for $1,400 not 24 million but 48 million. That is a really good deal. As I said, we as a traffic creator, we will give you a cheaper price than Spark Traffic. However, it's very competitive, so it's painful for us to have the same price as Spark Traffic, because they are obviously very cheap. But since we don't want scammers to take over, we're gonna try to match always the price. So we have a price guarantee that will always we always beat our competitors with the price. However, so in general with Spark Traffic, with the website, you have let's say an outdated version. It looks broken, partly, like this is completely white. It is what Spark Traffic is. It is quite shitty. However, what is really cool is you have, you can see how many hits you have. You can adjust the page views, which is very nice. Automatically increase the traffic. You can set bounce rate, return rate, random rate. Well, the random rate, that works. The return rate, that is something that is actually not completely working. But it's not actually the fault of Spark Traffic. It is just a general problem of Google Analytics, because they don't make it public what conditions you have to meet to really get like the return rate, So does a visitor has to be like 10 minutes and then return, or does he has to be 2 days and then return? So they don't make it public, that why it's very hard to match that percentage. However, it's working kind of. Then you have time on each page here that goes up to 5 minutes. Works perfectly. Like basically all settings that Traffic Creator here offers is working, except the traffic source. Traffic source is not working with Spark Traffic. It's absolutely a scam again. So if you, for example, choose social traffic and then you decide to add here your social profile, it will not appear in Google Analytics as social traffic. It will appear as referral traffic. It's just they wrote shitty code that is not really working. So it will show, for example, Facebook as a referral traffic, so it's some kind of social traffic. But if you use, for example, Traffic Creator, my website that I developed and my engine, it will show as social traffic and not as referral traffic. Hell no. Device tracking, also super cool, works perfectly fine. They really did a good job on there. Geo-targeting, absolutely great, works super cool. They really improved over the last years with Spark Traffic. Events also works. Basically everything works except the traffic source is completely bullshit. So in the end, if you are looking to get Google Analytics traffic, then I mean, I could recommend Spark Traffic because they are basically the most popular service you can get. However, they are kind of outdated. Like the whole website design, the whole handling is really outdated. The pricing, you pay per hit, you don't pay per visitor. That is a clear minus. I wouldn't take it, especially if you need more page views. Yeah, just use my service. Sorry guys, but I will beat the price. The software is better. Let me show you quickly. Like this is my dashboard. What I built. This is really nice. This is just like a random project. You got so many options what you can check. Time zones. You go for it. Browser language. Google Analytics ID. You move those sliders. Super nice. Yeah. And you don't have to pay the full price. Like Spark Traffic, you have to really to get all the features. Let me check. To get all features, you have to pay full price. You know, like, economy has basically no features at all. Why? It's cheap. I mean, it's fair enough. It's very cheap. But basically, to get all features, you have to pay the expert. No, we don't do that. At Spark Traffic, Traffic Creator, we don't do that. You pay one price, you get all features. Because this makes no sense. You have basically everything. You have state targeting, city targeting, do anything, and it's a really nice tool. Organic traffic, social traffic, referral traffic, and you can really set everything as you want it. It's super cool, super cool. So, anyways, this is my review of Spark Traffic. I think they are not worth using, since basically I used them for 5 years. I was always angry at the support. At the end, they scammed me for $28,000, and I decided to build my own Traffic Creator, like traffic software, so nobody else will get scammed. Use Traffic Creator, don't do Spark Traffic. What is also good to know, if you consider using Spark Traffic, if you go, for example, for Babylon Traffic. Babylon Traffic is also Spark Traffic, same company. Basically, Spark Traffic has so many sub-pages. Almost all services that offer website traffic are Spark Traffic. You can check this always at the impressum or like where they're located. You see here, this is located in Spain. When the website is located in Spain, it is always Spark Traffic. It's just a different dashboard, but the service is completely the same. You have to use on many websites. Yeah. Don't use Spark Traffic. Use my service. I built my service to Spark Traffic and to offer people good service and a good product for a better price. So if you find anything cheaper than my service, send me an email or write me in the chat and I will give you a better price. Alright, thank you very much.